Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode in the TNT Games. In the last episode, we did this. Snigger madly. Yep, we did that. So, in this video, I think we're going to deal with this thing. Also, sorry about the lag. My computer's a bit slow. People have noticed that in the past, so I thought I might as well say that since it's probably happening again. But this monstrosity, yeah. Okay, so some of you probably don't know what this is, but it is a mini game. I guess you probably managed to figure that out. Yeah, there. So, as you can see, the redstone is repulsive, and keep in mind, this was done before I actually knew how to use a comparator. So it was done before I knew how to make a one-tick pulse back in the days of yore. The point is, I didn't know how to do any redstone at this point, so I was just doing a bunch of random stuff that didn't actually work out so well. The game actually does work, although not really. But I think it's about time we fixed the not really part and just kept it at the does work. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear the whole thing down, and rebuild it. Of course, I'll make a backup first in case I mess things up big time. But I think I'd rather not have the game at all than have that. Alright, so, where to begin? That's really the question at the moment. I suppose, like I think I might have done last time, I'm going to start with the stage, or where you shoot, or whatever you'd call it, or, yeah, stage, sure. We'll go with that. So, there we go. Boom, done. Okay, so now what? Well, we want a track, and then a higher track that's farther back, like this. Actually, I think I want to put a little bit more space in. Three on each side then. Much like this. I think it's lagging again. I don't know why it does that. It's so annoying, because when this happens, then even the audio gets spotty. Sorry about that if it is happening. It'll probably be fixed eventually. Anyway, okay, so plop, plop, and then plop, plop, and then rails go on top of that. Now, I'm not going to be using conventional redstone. I'd rather use command blocks in this situation because it's just going to be easier in the long run. So that's what I'm going to do. I also think this should go back one farther. I'll do that a little later though. Well, I'm going to break it, but yeah. Anyway, okay, hold on. I'm going to see if the lag dies down. Right, so, I don't know if it's died down or not, to be honest. Anyway, that's beside the point, though. How am I going to do this is more along the lines of what I want to think about now. So, let's think about that. We want the minecarts to be go along in either direction, and then get destroyed if you miss them. And, I don't think that'll be too difficult to do. We just, I don't have a hotbar for rails. I need that. So, let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we want something along the lines of this, and then they'll appear here, go along there, and then if they're coming from the other side, then they'll hit this, flip the track to something else to over here, and then they'll be chucked into a cactus. Okay, let's try it. Will that work? Yeah. Well, that's what we're about to see, isn't it? Okay. So, push. Yeah. Great. And then, of course, if it's coming from this way, whoa, what are you doing? Foolish cart. Apparently it's going over this rail before it goes over the rail. I think that might be because of, whoops. I think that might be because it's touching it as it turns here, so I'm going to put the turn a little bit farther off. Probably don't need that there, but whatever. And then another one here, pop that down, and then poof. Okay, so, like that. Yeah, great. It's still just jumping around. That's very annoying. I have no idea why everything is very slow. Anyway, that's what we're doing for the station on that end. On this end, I think it's going to be a little bit different though, because unlike the other one, the other side, rails don't act nicely. So if I put that there, oh no, okay, they're acting nicely enough, obviously. Okay, I had a lot of trouble with that when I was building it the first time. Don't know why. Okay, pop that down, and lever there, and sure, lever there. Does this work? Hey, what are you doing there? Huh. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's going wrong. And okay. Apparently I did that poorly. Let's pop that back on. Works excellently. And then coming from this end, also works excellently. Okay, so that's our station system. I'll just do the same thing on this rail. We might actually have to push this one back a little bit more, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I can compact that a little bit more anyway. So I'll work on that, and yeah, getting it on both rails. Okay, see why I don't like rails? It was it just swapped its dominant connection. I mean, come on. I didn't change anything. Why is it suddenly connecting like that instead of like this, like it was? It used to be like this, just like it is over here. But now it connects the opposite direction. How bizarre. Does it matter which way you place it? Like this, or like this? Or like this? Or like this? Come on. You have to at least be consistent, Rails. Huh. Okay, I have a system here. I've gotten past that whole what word is it? I used it in the last one. The one that means it's yeah, consistent. The non-consistency of Rails. I've gotten past that. Look at that. Those two things won't randomly connect to something different. and this works quite well. And of course it definitely works with the other one too. So yeah, that's the system. The command blocks will spawn the minecarts right here, and they'll do that. Okay, so what to do next? Probably set up the command blocks that spawn the minecarts, right? Also, we'll have to figure out a system for point scoring. I don't think that'll be too hard. Basically, I'll just search for an entity at I'll search for a minecart item entity at this level, and then also at this level. Why can't I click? How odd. Anyway, yeah, and then if there is one, kill it, and then drop a point into a hopper, something like that. Yeah, but first let's try and get the command blocks to spawn things there. So I have the I have the command blocks, and each one spawns the minecart at a slightly different position. And now it's time to hook these up to a random clock. So a clock that'll randomly select one of the 4. So I'm not going to be using one of my own inventions. Everything else in this world, I believe, is my own redstone, but I'm going to be using Mumbo Jumbo's randomizer. Sniff. Okay, I just don't want to figure out a massive randomizer, and this one's pretty compact. So anyway, I'm going to build the randomizer and hook these up to it. Okay, let's see how this works. I've tweaked it a little to suit my needs. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that was good. But yeah, that's not so good. It if you watch these torches over there, that's the output. So when I hit this button, a couple other ones turn on at the last minute, and I've been trying to figure out how to stop that. So put this back to how it was originally. I'll just put everything back to how it was originally. It was that. And then when I push it now, all of them, or not all of them, all the ones behind, well, just watch, see, that happens. And that's clearly not what we want to happen. So, what if I increase the delay over here? I'm just fiddling. That was promising. That's one minecart coming out, not more than one. Similarly. Okay, that seems to have done it. Yeah, great. So, now we have a random minecart summoner, just over here. And then we just need to hook this up to a clock, and then all shall be well in the world. So I'm just going to pop a hopper clock down over here. And here we go. The Etho hopper clock is there, and yes, that is also not made by me, but that's more of a component, not a whole circuit thing. Anyway, the point is, the random cart makeage is now all done. They come from random sides at random at random distances from. Well, I guess there are only 2 distances, but you get the idea. So the only thing left to do now is to fix the detection, or to create the detection of the point. So let me check if there's any video time left, and then we'll either do that or not, depending on whether there is or not. There is most definitely video time left. So let's get let's keep going. Right. So we have this, and I have actually managed to speed it up, so you can see that the minecarts go a lot faster, and that's good. It was a little bit perhaps easy. I want it to be slightly overwhelming, because it's not going to be a get all the minecarts. It's going to be a how many minecarts can you get in a specified amount of time. So, yeah, time to hook up the detection mechanism, because that's what we want to do next. So I think I'll probably plop that here. So we're going to need a repeating command block, and I think I'll try and take the quite possibly multiple outputs of found a minecart item entity and turn it into one by using a comparator. I guess that's really obvious. Huh. When I was thinking about it earlier, I thought that would be a problem. But no, that's very obvious indeed. Okay, so now we have one input. Before I was planning on using chain command blocks, so you can sort of see why I thought that might be a problem. But the idea here is much less problematic in that respect. So we want to test for. Hold on. I never remember which order things go in, because it always flops around oddly. So I'm just going to dart over here and find out what the order is. I encased this in obsidian since last time, so that stray pieces of TNT couldn't destroy the redstone. Test for. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now we have to fly all the way back. But before we put this command in, I need to figure out how to reference a specific type of item, because at e type minecart, that's not going to work. That's just going to test to see if there's a minecart over there. Well, I mean, I also have to specify X, Y, Z, or any combination of the three. But anyway, I need to specify something. I don't remember exactly, but I did this before, and I think it was something like item Minecraft minecart, something like that. I think. Might as well just try that actually. Let's see, minecart pop. Always active. Why doesn't it run the command? Hold on. Paste. Paste. Okay. That is an invalid type. Yeah, that's what I thought. But why wasn't this running it? Anyway, yeah, so I need to figure that out. Alright, I used the internet, and sorry, I was going to make a bad joke. It didn't work out. The point is, I looked it up, and you use data tags. So Minecraft minecart pop. Okay. So why isn't it running? Come on. Okay, fine. Impulse. And then needs redstone. Yeah, good. Boop. Why is it not running? Okay. Huh. So, what does this say? Expected a that, but got a that at, there. Minecraft, ID, Minecraft, minecart. Huh, okay. I thought this should be in parentheses. Not, yeah, you know what I mean. Okay. Item.item.egg did not match the required data structure. Huh? This is what you do. You tweak stuff until it works out. Anyway, what is this? Minecraft minecart, correct. Minecraft minecart. Yeah. Okay. What if I just use the number ID? 328. Delete that. 328. Not 329.8. Okay. What if yeah. The fiddling continues. What if I do that? No space. Cannot be found. Cannot be found, okay. What about that? Yeah, not that. That. And still cannot be found. I think might be time to go back to the internet. Aha. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Turns out the correct command was this. The key part being here, that bit right there, and then also that and that, which weren't in the command that was on the internet. So I guess it must have changed a little bit since they posted that, which is fine. But the that's the sort of problem with online stuff. Sometimes it's out of date. Anyway, we have here a working thingy, and now what we want to do is turn this thingy into a thingy-mabob, which works. Another bad joke. Anyway, okay, so now what we want this to do is we want it to kill the minecart entity. So slash kill, not kill, at e type equals item. You know, we probably don't even need to specify it, but I think I'll do that anyway. And then we copy this data tag because I don't want to rewrite it. And I thought I pressed backspace. Anyway, that. Okay, so now yeah, that works. See, watch the comparator there. I toss this onto the ground. There we go. And there's no minecart. So it detects the minecart when it's thrown, and then it kills the minecart, which is good. So now we want to take a chain command block and swap that to conditional. Always active is good. And then we want this to add a point to our point place, wherever that is. So where should that be? Well, I guess that probably depends on how we want the stage to work out. So I guess we need to figure that out first. But we might as well just set up a mock-up system. So I'll put a hopper here and then plop that. Grab the coordinate, not caps lock, shift. Copy that. And then we want to summon at the coordinate, right? Or, yeah, at the coordinate. Item. Data tag? That's not the data tag. Okay. highlight that, and data tag. Let's try that. No. Not a valid number. Oh, okay. Right. With summon commands, it's the other way around from everything else. And I have no idea what the coordinate is now. Okay, let's grab that. And now, hopefully, it will like me. Okay. Pop. Unable to summon object. How helpful. Okay. How about we get rid of this and do that. Unable to summon. Okay. Unable to summon. Okay. What about... There we go. So, we do know that that most of the command is right, just not the part including items. So, maybe instead of doing something like that, we have a dropper. We have a dropper like that, and we chuck a bunch of items in there, and then this is that. And then every time you throw the minecart down, and then obviously we also want one that places an error block, but the point here is every time you get a minecart, you get an extra point, even though I just broke it. Okay, so that's what's going on, and oh yeah, that means I can do what I wanted that I didn't tell anyone, and put a chest here for the points, and then a dropper underneath that, like that, and then we can have the redstone block appear here. Okay, all good there, and I think now all I need to do is spruce it up a little, and turn it into a beautiful, shapeless, detailless box like everything else here. As you can see, I have hardly gone for subtlety, but if you look around, specifically at the ground, I haven't done that anywhere else really either. So, anyway, moving on. Okay, so what's going on? Walls. Walls, a ceiling, and another wall. That's about it. Okay, now, right, so I wanted to, it's lagging again. I wanted to, can't place blocks, put another wall over here, and it would be going a lot faster if there wasn't so much lag, making it very difficult for me to place anything. Anyway, enough griping. So, yeah, so we want to place a wall in just like this, and then fill in wherever we can, and ideally also get rid of most of the visible quartz, because it doesn't really go well with our garish theme. So I guess the next thing we want to do after that is make sure everything still works after I've filled it with with the walls, and yeah, more walls. So that's about it right there. Now if we stand back, these bits need to change. This bit needs to change, and I'm going to try and clear this up as well. So we have the walls, and yeah, I've finished up the trimming, the prettying up. Anyway, we have the walls, and we have the point system, and we have the systematic dispension of minecarts, because suspension is a word. Anyway, so now what we need is we want a timer. So we want it to be that when you push a button, say here, good stuff happens. The thing starts, essentially. Or maybe, I don't know, over here or something. The point is we need it to register a button push and start the whole thing. And that means we want to oh, whoops. Let's quickly put something back there. Okay, fine. I'll stick a lever over here for now. Anyway, so we want an input into this thing that toggles on and off, and or you know what I mean. We want it to go for a while and then stop. And the way we do that is, surprise, surprise, with an etho hopper clock. They are universally useful. So this time, instead of the normal one with the 2 sticky pistons, we're going to make a one with 1 normal piston and 1 sticky piston, which essentially is a big 1 pulse timer. So it goes for a certain amount of time and then stops, and then when you update it, it goes for another certain amount of time and then stops, which is what we want. And it of course goes up to about, I don't know, something like 3 minutes, something like that. And I think we want about 1 minute. So this will most definitely fit our needs. So I think I'll build it since we're running out of time. I'll build it mostly off camera, and yeah, and then demonstrate the whole thing. So I'll show you what I've done in just a moment, but first, let's see how the game works. I hear it working. Missed. 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 No, missed. Missed. There we go. There we go. I'm getting the hang of this. You need to aim really far ahead because of lag. At least on this computer. Missed. Gotcha. No. Okay. No. Missed. Okay. Not a lot are coming on the front row. I'm getting a little worried. Ah. Seems odd. I think it's over. Okay. Yeah, it counted my points at least. Okay, pop that back in. Now, I want to see if there's a problem with this row, because I didn't see a lot of them coming there. Back row. Back row. Well, hold on. Might as well just look at the randomizer. Might just be going too fast. I think it probably is. Hold on. Only one shulker box in there. Huh. I wonder how that happened, though. Seems like things weren't picked up. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's just going too fast, which is a bit of a shame, but I think that can be fixed just by, well, this is quite a slow clock. It's supposed to be for slow well, no, that's not the problem. That's fine. It's this that's not fine. The randomizer. It can't handle that sort of speed. So I guess we need to add a little bit more in there and hope that that works. So I'll work out the correct amount of them in a later episode, but the entire thing is essentially working now. I do need to restock the randomizer because apparently stuff disappeared somehow. I am curious at how that happened. Why did it disappear? Anyway, if there's a problem, I'll probably find it while trying to test. While trying to test for the right amount of time and other things. Whatever I just said. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this has been Serpent, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.